Hello, everybody. Welcome to the free to play. So I'm trying to get this video out quickly. That way I can remind everybody to save some of your resources. So um, don't do your blah blah blah. Don't do your faction wars. Save your faction wars and do those points tomorrow during the clan v clan. I say tomorrow, but in game time it'll still be this game time. Um, and then what was the other one? I always forget. Oh yeah, arena. Your tag team arena. Um, so for me, I tend to do my tag team arenas at night, but you should save those as well. So I'm going to be doing that, saving those up as well, and doing everything tomorrow. Now I am lucky enough to be off work tomorrow, which means I will be generating points all day. I will probably barely play the game tonight. Um, Other than doing my clan boss runs, although I think, yeah, I already hit. So I might even save my key, to be honest, because I mean I could throw an extra one in brutal. It gets me a better some more resources. I should do that. Okay. Then let's also real quick talk about the mistake that I made. So, I've been playing my main account a lot more right now, and that's not anything to do with the free to play. Um, the free to play has just kind of been stagnant because I'm waiting for this clan v clan to use my books. And I still stand behind that decision. Some people are like, I'm not waiting for clan v clan or whatever because they don't like it, which is totally fine. But for me, I like clan v clan, and as the clan leader, I really want to generate a lot of points. And so I save up my books on both accounts. So on this account, I'm saving up my books, and that's what's kind of limiting the power of Geomancer, also slightly limiting the power of Venomage, um, who I did gear up today as well, which we can talk about here in a little bit. So, and I've been doing some interesting stuff over on the main account because I'm going for Tormund on the main account. So, because of that, I slipped up. So I told myself, sometimes I can play on my breaks at work and get some stuff done. Today was way too busy, and because of that, I wasn't able to get stuff done in the game that I wanted to and finish my quests. So I actually didn't complete my dailies for the first time on the account since starting. So even though I'm now officially on day 91, um, I'm only just now going to be getting my uh, monthly done after I complete my daily quests today. That'll finish the weekly, finish the monthly, and then everything will fall in place. So I kind of wanted to own up to the fact that I made that mistake. 1 second. So, okay. Now, let's talk about exactly why I'm glad that I did not invest any resources in the Tormund event. I got excited this morning. I woke up this morning and very quickly on my phone, I looked and I saw, oh, hey, we have a classic arena takedown. Those are always fun. I get a lot of points on those because they're very, very easy. So I'm going to do arena all day on my phone whenever possible. And I started doing arena while I was getting ready for work, while I was taking my daughter to school, while I was in the school parking lot. I'm doing arenas because I wasn't paying attention to this little line right here, using only champions from this faction, Shadowkin. Let's take a look at my super deep Shadowkin faction. Who do I have from Shadowkin? I have 2 champions from Shadowkin. Kinagashi and I've had all these before, but I don't think any of them are unlocked. I probably have like a conscript or an infiltrator on my account right now. So I don't like that at all. I don't get too upset, right? I've said this on my channel before. Like when I look at the events and the fun things that they do in this game, I look at it and I say, okay, it's extra stuff. You know, the base gameplay is how I play, and if I get extra stuff from these fun events, it's just extra stuff. So usually when they make exclusive things or things that kind of box me out of enjoying it, I don't get too upset. However, this is a big event in the game. And quite frankly, from a free to play perspective, there isn't that much to do in the game. Now, granted, I'm saying that after failing to do my dailies, but that was mostly because of non-playing on the free to play, not necessarily um, because I had too much to do or anything like that. Um, I want stuff like this to shake up the what I'm doing. One of the biggest questions I get about this game is uh when should I level my champions? When should I do dungeons? When should I go for fusions? When should I do this? When should I do that? And usually my answer is, what do you need? Do you have a really good champion that you need to 6-star? If you do, you farm food. Are you lacking in gear? Do you need speed gear very, very badly because you're losing the speed race in arena? Or do you need 5 and 6-star pieces of gear? Do you like then go farm the dungeons? Do you have a whole bunch of 6-star champions, but none of them have masteries and you're short on gems? Go do Minotaur. The reality is I can never answer that question wholeheartedly because I don't know what the account needs. Every account needs something different. I've been lucky enough to be blessed with really, really good champions. So I'm constantly leveling up food and doing that part of the game. And and I'm building my dungeons up as high as I can and doing them at whatever difficulty I can do them at, but I'm not always going to be able to do them at where I would like to be. But my point is that sometimes it's hard to figure out what you want to do in this game. And you know what makes it really, really easy is when you get events that drive you in a certain direction. I tend to plan my gameplay around that. I tend to look at a scenario and be like, okay, we have a champion training event going on right now with a really good reward at the end. I'm going to level up some champions. That's what I'm going to do. I'm doing it on my main account. That's where I've been spending my energy. I'll be doing it all day tomorrow on both accounts. I'll be using my free to play on my phone and doing my main account on the computer tomorrow. And that's fun for me because it gives me a direction in the game because I'm getting double dipped resources. When there's a dragon, the most recent dragon event with the 3x and everything, I put all my energy on the free to play into dragon. It gave me direction. It told me where I want to go to compete and do events. And that tournament probably doesn't exist anymore. But I was able to gain a decent number of points in it, and it was fun. It was exciting. But most of all, it gave me direction. I want to have a focus on arena right now. That would be really fun for me. However, they took that opportunity away from me. So like I tend to not spend because I'm lazy, or I tend to save up a lot of these the refills. I was going to use all of these today and try to get as many points as I could in the classic arena takedown so that I could get the snow points because that's fun, but also some of the primal quartz would be cool to get too. Let alone Plarium points and epic gear. That's exciting. That's fun. I want to play your game, Plarium. But you put me in these buckets where I can't do it by making it a Shadowkin only thing and not taking into the account free to plays or new accounts at all. It's quite frustrating. Now, I do have one caveat related to that, which is they did give everybody a Genbo not that long ago. So Genbo is being used on my main account to complete this stuff, and thankfully I have a good enough roster on my main account to be able to compete in that in the tournament. But even my main account almost didn't do it. I would have had to use one level 50 if not for me having Mikage on that account. So, yeah, normally I would just say I'm disappointed, but I'm actually a little upset about this event. And I will say that this is a fresh feeling because I didn't realize that that was the case until somebody said it in my own chat. They said, I just looked at the event being only Shadowkin, and I was like, what are you... Shh. What are you talking about? That's crazy. That's crazy. Nobody would ever do that. And then I look and I'm like, oh my God, they're crazy. And this should be something that free-to-play players get excited about. And I think worst of all is that Tormund is good, but I don't think that he is game-changing. And I think he would be such a fair and like balanced champion to release to the masses in this game in a free-to-play context. Like, if everybody kind of gets a Torment, like, you can kind of work around that, right? You can get block damage. Like he's not uncounterable. It's not like they're giving everybody Teras Marishka or something. And it's fun. It's themed with the winter. It's I think that it's like a good event, but I knew something told me as soon as I saw that they were doing turn attack tournaments, I was like, this isn't going to be free to play friendly. And I was right. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to say it's not free to play friendly. It's not new account friendly. And that's something I would really like to see them develop a better means of making some of these events more accessible. They already do it with tournaments. I've talked about how my tournaments have lower bars to reach than on my main account because I'm competing at I'm competing with other players at higher levels where the point limits are higher because they don't just want to hand me free champions, right? I still need to earn it at that high level. But here they're not doing it for this event. They're hiding it behind turn attacks, which I don't think are fair for newer accounts. And then faction-only events, which are the worst kind of events for new accounts. I mean, if we just look let's not even look at the quality of them. Just look at the fact that I don't even have enough decent champions to put. I guess I can only put of all the Shadowkin that I've ever pulled on my account. I only have enough to field a team of 4, and it's 1 epic and 3 rares. And I'm somebody, let's aside from the fact that I'm a person that's been playing the game for a really long time, if we were to assess and say that I'm a 90-day player or a 91-day player, I'm brand new. I've been playing the game for 91 days. I've been watching Roadblock videos on YouTube, and he's been coaching me, and I've been doing all the right things, but I have yet to pull any Shadowkins that are decent other than Kinagashi, and this event pops up and says Shadowkin only. And I don't have any frame of reference that there are other events that are better or anything like that. This would discourage me from wanting to play their game. And when there's such competition out there, like Dragonair and other things, like it's really easy to look at something like this and be like, I don't know, man. Maybe this game isn't for me because I don't, because now I'm sitting here. If not for Clan v Clan tomorrow, what do I do on my account? Like, what's next? Where do I go from here? You know, um, and that's disappointing, and I think that's really unfortunate. And I would like to see them at the very least do something. They just did a really, really cool event where you could get skins for Rhonda and you could get souls for Rhonda. But in that same event, they were like, if you don't have Rhonda, it's either Trunda or some other champion. I don't remember who. Syl. It was Syl. It was Syl or Trunda if you didn't have Rhonda. That's smart, right? Why is it that you can't check and see, oh, if you don't have enough champions in the Shadowkin faction, that you don't have to do this event or whatever? Because I don't want to D-rank myself and just start farming in like Silver 1 or something to complete this event with my Kinagashi surrounded by a couple of 3-star rares. And even then, Kinagashi's not exactly like gonna be putting up numbers in an arena. So yeah, I'm very disappointed. Because it just kind of took the fun out of this event. It took the fun out of this event for me. And that seems to be happening with a lot of their events. I look back at some of my older videos and I was super excited for like the crystal summons and stuff on the free to play. I was like, I'm going to get to pull a free crystal summon. Even if I don't get anybody, at least I got one chance at a good epic or something along those lines. And I haven't been able to pull one since that video. And we've had like 2 or 3 of those go by. And I haven't generated enough crystals for them. So it's starting to be upsetting. I'll say that. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to look at the upside, but it's not always possible when you really want to do these fun, unique events. So, okay. So we talked about Torment event and the Shadowkin thing. Clan v Clan, I know I already talked about it. Don't use your tag team arenas. You can use your regular arenas, and I say that because by the time this resets tomorrow, you'll probably gain all those tokens back. Plus you get refills and everything. So I would save your tag team arenas because you really only get the 2 refills of those if you're not spending gems. And then save your faction wars because you can't obviously refill those. So you don't want to use those tonight and not have them used tomorrow. Doom Tower doesn't matter. You can do Doom Tower. Clan Boss, you want to make sure you're getting your highest level chest possible going into the event because you do want to open up your highest possible chest tomorrow. Likewise, if you did manage to 3-key and you're thinking about, I'm talking to myself here, and you're thinking about what to do with that 4th key and you're thinking, well, maybe I won't use it because I want to do other stuff tonight, you should use it because you want that extra chest for those extra points in Clan v Clan. Let's see. I feel like that is just about everything. If you're looking for ways to generate points, we don't have the 2. Do we have? I don't think we have what's going to be 2 times tomorrow. At least not here. It may have been announced somewhere else. I have not been looking today, but if possible, focus in the 2x areas. Otherwise, you want to do dungeons. You want to do if you really want to benefit yourself, you can double dip tomorrow and do the champion training event while doing Clan v Clan and generating a lot of points for yourself and for your clan and getting extra rewards on top of that. Rewards that you can, in fact, spend during the Clan v Clan. So you'll get energy. You can get books that you can then spend. I would save the Soul Stone for a tournament or something, but I do know you get a lot of points for spending these during Clan v Clan if you really want to generate points. So, yeah, fun stuff there. For the artifact enhancement event, I'm officially like out on the Torment thing, and to the point where I'm not even gonna try and get these snow points and go for any of the other events in this thing overall. What I mean by that is, there it is. This is what I was looking for. So, like, there's part of me that wants to go for the Sacred Shard and the Primal and the Void and all that, but the reality is that there's going to be more events like this that are going to be locked behind stuff that I can't do. So I'm done with this event. I'm going to do stuff where I can. But if I'm gonna do the stuff that I can accomplish by just playing the game. I am not going out of my way to complete this event. I'm just not. It's upsetting, and I'm not gonna waste my time only to find out that I'm 50 snow points away from the Sacred Shard, and then the next event that would give me those is uh an event where I is a dragon where I have to use Sylvan Watchers or something. It's just yeah. Like I don't want to commit my time on that level to something that I don't think is going to give me the rewards back. So, overall, this is a wash for me. I'll take my free points every day. I'll continue to play the game. If I happen to get points along the way, I will, but I am not going to waste any of my resources doing it. And to be honest, I'm really if the upcoming fusion has a summon rush mandatory, I can't do that either. And I'm not going to go for that. Um, maybe I wait and start saving my maybe I just start saving my shards and waiting for a good fusion to come along instead of spending them on 2X's, but that's not fun. I want this game to be fun. So, all right. Well, that's pretty much everything that I have for today. I can't think of anything else that I want to really talk about. I will be forging stuff tomorrow. I'm excited about that too. So I'll be forging my Defiant gear finally. We'll get a couple of pieces of this here. That's going to be really, really fun. We're going to get some potential legendary and epic pieces out of that. So super excited for that. And hopefully I can put that gear on some of my champions. Oh, I'm glad I brought that up because I did build Venomage. Now I built Venomage. This is not the official Venomage build. The reason I say that is because we're not crit capped. I don't have masteries. I don't have books or anything. Literally all this is me throwing gear on him to do faction wars. Not today's faction wars, yesterday's faction wars. You'll see I got my my ancient shard. Where is the Lizardman? Yeah, so I got 6 stars from Lizardman using Venomage, getting up to that first boss. He cannot solo the boss, at least not without books or maybe better gear. But I did that from work. I managed to gear him up and do all that to get those faction wars done, and then ultimately failed to finish when I got home. So, but it's surprisingly, even though I wasn't like min-maxing gear, I did still get him at 91% crit rate and 125% crit damage. That's before any masteries. The speed is really low at 128. Um, what is his base speed? Because that 96? Yikes. That is a low, low base speed. No wonder he's only at 128. Wow. I guess, yeah, even Geomancer's 94. Ursula's 102. Man, yeah, 96. I did not know Venomage's speed was so low to start, but um I will probably better optimize the gear. All I was looking for was crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy. And so all three of these top pieces had crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy on them. A little bit of speed in some places. I went with crit rate gauntlets because I didn't think I'd have any other crit damage gauntlets that I could make a build around. In fact, I don't think I have any crit damage gauntlets on the account. Oh, I do have some. Do I have any that have crit rate as a substat? I do. Ooh. 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 Interesting. My wife's making fun of my um my ooh. See, this would be really good on them as well, but um so this is not my final form of Venomage. I do plan on building at like tomorrow is like raid all day. I'll be building out champions. I'll be competing in Clan v Clan, doing stuff. I'm thinking about streaming it. So if you haven't already, I would follow twitch.tv/I'm Roadblock, all one word. And I'll be streaming on there. I think I will. I might have my gameplay muted because I'll probably be watching stuff on the other screen. Um, but I'll be talking to chat. So you may not hear any audio from my game, but you will hear me talking. If you guys want to come hang out while we're doing Clan v Clan, if not, no big deal. But I thought it'd be fun because that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing all day is playing Raid and watching anime and stuff on the other screen or anime movies, catching up on YouTube content, whatever. But I don't want the audio for that to be playing for you guys, and so I'll have to just mute my desktop audio. Um, so, all right, well, we'll call that a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you all in the next one.